God darn y'all. It's cold out here. Good morning, YouTube. Home Theater Joe here, and as usual, I hope y'all are happy, healthy, and doing well. It's Saturday morning, early morning. People's there in the house sleeping, so I figured I'd come out here, talk a little bit about LG Pixel Refresher before I go to work. So I don't see the Pixel Refresher brought up a lot. Sometimes in the forums, but it's just not something that's talked about, and I think not enough people utilize it. Now, to be clear, I'm going to specify here and say I only have experience with the LG Pixel Refresher. I don't know if any other OLEDs have, a similar type of process, but what I will say is a couple of things. In my 3 panels now, C8, C10, and C1, I've been the same way with all of them and had great results. Never ran a Pixel Refresher, excuse me, never ran a Pixel Refresher, probably until well after break-in. And when I say well, I mean 50, 100 hours, something like that. Definitely ran it before 400 hours, I'm sure, on every panel. Let it have its break-in cycle. But here's what I really want to get to. Here's the meat of it, is that sometimes I'm hard on my display and I just feel like, wow, there's been a static image up for a while, or I know somebody else in the house has been playing games for, however long, an hour or two before I get home, and, then it might be, watch a movie or something and then, play some more games. So I know the panel is getting well used, and I know there's a lot of static images going on. I'll be clear in saying I've never had image retention on any of my OLEDs. For wrong or right, LG introduced the white subpixel or white pixel in the RGB. So it's now a WRGB panel now. There's 2 sides to that. People like it or they don't, but that's what they've chosen to do. So since the C8, I think that risk has come down a bit. I should also say, I have seen LCD screens burn in. I have seen LCD phone screens burn in. I will say not often. For sure the OLED is going to burn more because of the technology or gain that image retention if the user isn't responsible enough. I just come from the school that I don't want to take the chance. So here's what I want to get to with the Pixel Refresher, man. I run it all the time. I don't just say, well, the TV will do it when it needs to, a hard cycle refresh or whatever. No. If there's been static displays on my screen, for instance, someone in the house was watching Kyle Rittenhouse trial, all the time. And, static stuff on the screen. Now, I was at work and I wasn't able to see all that, but I just know that that's what was on the TV for a long time. So, hey, run a Pixel Refresher before I go to bed. Here's another funny thing on my C10. I can run a Pixel Refresher just bam, off the bat, and the display will never tell me that the Pixel Refresher has run. But if I set it to, I'm sorry, I just told you backwards. If I set the TV to run the Pixel Refresher, the C10 I'm talking about, my 77, when I turn it off and go to bed, when I wake up the next morning and turn it on, the display does not tell me the process has completed. However, when I just stop the TV and tell it to start the process right now, it will run the process and then kick back on and tell me the process has run. So probably a little glitch in my C10, but nevertheless, I still run the Pixel Refresher manually a good bit, man. I'd say this is just what I'm reading, what I'm seeing, man. I don't think people run their Pixel Refresher enough. It's not going to hurt your display. Once the display is broken in, and it probably doesn't matter even when it's breaking in. I'm just going to say after break-in, just because it makes me feel good. I feel like that makes sense to me. After break-in, go ahead and run that Pixel Refresher. And then do it if you're at home on the weekend, say, and you have a crazy gaming session, you've got the new Call of Duty or whatever, which I don't, but you got the new Call of Duty, and you want to play all weekend. So maybe you put 8, 12, 16 hours of gaming on your LG OLED, less than 48 hours. Go ahead and run that pixel refresher, dog. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. That's about all the rambling I want to do this morning, but I just woke up thinking, I run my pixel refresher quite a bit, and I just don't hear a lot about it. YouTube community or AVS forums. So that's my 2 cents on it. I hope that helps. I guess this is the part where I can tell you guys that if you have any questions or comments, good, bad, or indifferent, you just go ahead and drop them below. They are greatly encouraged and greatly appreciated. They only help the community grow. Sorry, I'm getting chilly out here. So we can wrap a medium-sized bow on this one. Yeah, you know what time it is. As always, thank you for listening. Be good. Be safe. Boom.